Hi, I'm Tila Masterman, and today I'm going to be showing you MeshAgent and why it exists. Today, most teams can create an agent and maybe even deploy it into production, but there are still major challenges when it comes to scaling agents, securing and governing them, enforcing access to agents, and sharing them broadly across teams. MeshAgent exists as an operating layer purpose-built for agentic AI. It's focused around rooms, which are secure, on-demand workspaces where multiple humans, agents, and tools can collaborate and share context in real time. As a platform, MeshAgent provides teams a single place to run, govern, and observe agents in production. We built MeshAgent to solve 3 problems blocking widespread AI adoption in the enterprise. First, most infrastructure wasn't built for AI agents. AI agents are incredibly dynamic, and so we need new ways to make sure that agents are able to maintain context over time, to ensure that we're able to enforce permissions for who can access an agent, and to provide agents with a secure sandbox where they can execute the code that they write. Second, real work is team-based. Most solutions today are single player, where you have one person working with one agent or maybe one person working with a team of agents, but real work is very collaborative, and you require multiple people and multiple agents working in one shared environment to actually solve a real problem. And third, even when you build something great, distribution is still really hard. Sharing and standardizing agents across the organization is still full of friction. In this video, we're going to dive into why these problems matter, how MeshAgent addresses them, and what this enables you to build. To better understand the infrastructure challenges, let's take a look at a real-world scenario. Imagine we have an AI agent that's helping a customer success team resolve a billing issue. This might require the agent to retrieve information from an orders database, maybe it has to review invoices, it might also need to write code to calculate a refund, and perhaps it needs to draft and send an email to a customer. While this example sounds straightforward, there are major questions that need to be answered before you can run this type of agent in production. First being, who's allowed to use the agent? Is it only members of the customer success team? Can other people interact with the agent? Should the agent be able to respond to any customer or only to specific customers? Second, what data and tools can the agent access? Can it read billing records? Can it write to a ticketing system? Can it call internal APIs or other tools? And how do you limit and scope its access appropriately? And third, if the agent needs to write and execute code, where does that code run? And how do you keep it secure? While agent frameworks can help you build the agent logic, they don't answer any of these fundamental questions. They don't give you a governed runtime or set permissions or provide sandboxed code execution, and they also don't provide production controls as a first-class concept. With MeshAgent, we answer these questions through rooms. Rooms are secure and on-demand workspaces that come pre-wired with infrastructure that agents need. Rooms also spin up when the first participant joins, and they spin down when the last one leaves. This ensures that you're not paying for any idle resources and that all of the services you need are there when you need them. Now, MeshAgent addresses the access control questions through fine-grained permissions that apply to each room. These allow you to define exactly who can join each room and what actions they can perform, whether that's messaging an agent, calling a tool, running code, querying a database, or sending an email. So for our billing agent, we can lock down the room so that way only members of the customer success team have access to that agent and ensure that the agent's only able to email the members of that team. MeshAgent rooms are also equipped with the plumbing that's needed for agents. So each room has a built-in file system and a built-in database. They also have support for secrets management and sandbox containers where agents can securely write and execute the code that they come up with. So in the billing example, the agent could store case data in the room's database, it could securely access the order system, and it could also calculate refunds in an isolated container. So now that you have an understanding of how MeshAgent addresses some of the fundamental infrastructure challenges for agents, let's dig into how MeshAgent enables multiplayer collaboration. Enterprise work is inherently team-based, but most agent tools assume a single user in a private conversation thread. However, in the enterprise, the reality is that context needs to be shared, decisions need review and approval, and work moves across teams over time. MeshAgent is built for that reality. Instead of just a private chat with an agent, rooms are where the whole team can do the work together with control and visibility baked in. So here's what that looks like in practice. First, rooms give you a shared environment where documents, conversations, and agent outputs can live in one place, so everyone is always working from the same source of truth. Second, our agents support group conversations out of the box. That means that multiple team members can participate in the same conversation with an agent, they can ask follow-up questions, and review the outputs of the agent together. The team members can also steer the agent's behavior through editing its system prompt as a team to make sure that the agent is actually aligned to what their specific team needs. And third, rooms preserve full conversation history and context. If work spans days or if it spans weeks, the team can pick up exactly where they left off, and all of the actions are logged so that way everything always stays traceable. The third challenge that MeshAgent solves is distribution. Even when you build a high-performing agent, getting it into the hands of your team is a massive effort. Sharing agents across an organization usually involves managing complex permissions, building custom UIs so people actually have somewhere to go to talk to the agent or to invoke it, and it requires constant maintenance. That friction is why so many great agents never scale across an organization. MeshAgent is able to remove that friction by making agents instantly shareable through Powerboards. Powerboards is an AI-native application built entirely on MeshAgent. It comes with pre-built agents that you can use immediately, and it's where your team can create and manage rooms, invite colleagues to their rooms, and collaborate with agents from a very polished interface. You can use Powerboards as it is to share your agents today, and soon it will be open source so you can actually use it to adapt it into your own MeshAgent-powered application. With Powerboards, agent distribution is built in. You can invite teammates directly into your room to solve a specific problem together, or you can also package up your agents, tools, and infrastructure into a single install link that your colleagues can add and customize in their own room. So for example, let's say that maybe you created your own news agent where you want something that's able to go out and collect news that's relevant to you and your industry, and you want to share this agent with your team. To do that, you would actually need a series of different agents. You might want a chatbot that you can talk to in the room, a mailbot that you can interact with via email, so maybe you get an update every single day at 9 a.m. And you would also want to make sure that those tasks actually run on a schedule. With MeshAgent, you can do all of that without writing any code for the agent. All you have to do is put together a template that gives the instructions for how that agent system needs to be set up, and then you can share that template as an install link with your team members. This will allow them to install your agent in their own room and later customize its behavior. Alternatively, if you wanted to invite them into your room, you could also invite your teammates into your room to work on agents with you from that setting. By solving for infrastructure, multiplayer collaboration, and distribution, MeshAgent fundamentally changes what you can build. We provide a unified ecosystem, including a powerful CLI, SDKs across multiple languages, and MeshAgent Studio. MeshAgent Studio is a powerful developer tool that your team can use to build, test, and deploy agents easily. Once you've deployed an agent in MeshAgent Studio, it's immediately available for your team to use in Powerboards. So where MeshAgent Studio really helps your developers out, Powerboards is a great place for your end users to go because they can easily interact with those agents. And when you share an install link with others, they can easily install that into their own Powerboards project in their own specific rooms. So what MeshAgent enables you to build through our CLI, through our SDKs, through MeshAgent Studio, and through Powerboards are 5 key things. First, MeshAgent significantly reduces your time to production from months to days, if not hours. It allows you to focus on building and sharing a great agent instead of wiring together authentication systems, secrets management, databases, and all of the other infrastructure that's required to actually make agents run at scale. Instead, you can rely on MeshAgent and MeshAgent Rooms to handle all of this for you automatically. Second, you get security and governance controls by default. Every room provides fine-grained access controls, complete audit trails, and a secure sandbox for agents to work in. This is particularly important when you have agents from different frameworks that are running, or if you need to have an agent that executes code on the fly, especially as we see the rise of coding agents and agents that work autonomously for extended periods of time. You want to make sure that they're able to operate in an environment that is completely secured and auditable. And third, MeshAgent empowers everyone in the organization, not just your development team. With Powerboards, anyone can use and customize agents and create rooms and share them through simple install links. People can take advantage of the default agents, tailor their system prompts, and tailor what tools they use to get them behaving in the way that's most effective for them and their team. Fourth, our pricing model is meant to scale with your organization. Pricing is based on usage, not on headcount. So you can invite unlimited users and have unlimited agents and only pay for what you use. not how many people are collaborating. And finally, MeshAgent enables you to build full applications, not just agents. So you can bring agents from any framework or build MeshAgent native. Out of the box, we have support for a variety of agents, and we also support OpenAI and Anthropic models, which makes it very easy to plug in your favorite agents from other frameworks inside of MeshAgent. Together, MeshAgent, through the various Room APIs and Powerboards, by being a complete application built on MeshAgent, provide everything you need to ship your own AI applications. You'll have the infrastructure, the interface, and the collaboration required to create agentic applications for the next era of AI. The industry isn't just blocked on building agents anymore. It's blocked on operating them safely, collaboratively, and at scale. That's the operating layer that MeshAgent provides. If you want to learn more, visit meshagent.com or docs.meshagent.com. Thanks for watching, and feel free to comment below with any questions that you might have.